Hi, and welcome back to Epic Failure Servers. This is Rob, and we are trying a new game out. This is Rimworld. As it says, a colony simulator. I want to say it's Tynan Sylvester. If I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. I've played a little bit in here, but thought I wanted to bring this to you guys and take a look at things. If you want to follow me, I am in Steam. Right here is my ID. And let's talk about some new colonies. So, here on the scenario editor type screens, we have three basic ones. It kind of works like this. In the Lost Tribe, you start out with more people and have less technology. Crash Landed is kind of a medium. You get 3 people and a medium level of technology. And then you start with 1 person, but here you have a decent amount of stuff, and you also have a higher technology level to start with. I don't think it start with research gun turrets. Yeah, I mean it's pretty nice. But I've kind of went with this Lost Tribe idea. I do like having a few more people, and it gives us a little bit more to do and allows us to get moving faster, despite the fact that we're way behind technology-wise. You can edit any of these scenarios. Right now, we're just going to play with that basic one. The next step then is our storyteller. There's 3 kind of storytellers, and it's kind of bases your game around this. You have Cassandra Classic, just kind of a steady increasing curve, like it says. Phoebe Chillax is kind of like a more laid back, let you build up before things happen. And then Randy Random, just like it says. Each of these have these levels here: base builder, some challenge, rough, intense, and extreme. And it just talks about how difficult everything starts. Obviously, with Cassandra, if you start on extreme, it's gonna be a large uphill fight. Whereas you start with like some challenge, you'll get more of you'll be able to see more what's going on. And these aren't just bad things; they're good. It's anything that comes along that kind of could interrupt what you're doing, visitors or anything like that. I've kind of played more with Cassandra or with Randy. I don't really think that I need to worry about with the Phoebe. But I think in this case, let's do Cassandra. No, let's do Randy, and we'll do some challenge. Basically, we want to be a casual player, but still wants a challenge. I think we're past the first game. Where this kind of will give us what we're doing. Let's just click this a few times. We'll get that one. We'll make our base world this big, so we get a lot to choose from. Now it's going to take a moment to generate the world, and then we're going to pick a very, very small piece in that world to work from. I prefer mountains. Just kind of works a little bit better, and I also like, for now, avoiding the cold. Growing seasons. If we go up here, there's no growing season. Here, you kind of think about like the beginning of summer to the middle of summer. Whereas if we get down here, it's year-round. Let's see. Let's check down in this area, I think. I don't know what that is. Faction base, the Worms. Pirate band. Oh. So you're not alone in this world, but I didn't realize that it would tell you where other things were. That's interesting. I'm learning something new every day. Let's see here. We have, small hills. I like mountainous, sandstone, limestone, and granite. Can grow year round. Let's advance this. It says here it will certainly won't play well. We will see how that goes. But a nice big map to play with is always nice. And let's select that site. Now we get to talk about the people that are going to be in our story. You got their names. Like this case, Green Bison. He's a male, age 43. Now you can see how you got a chronological age and a biological age, because some people could have been in stasis, so that can affect that. Backstories will affect their skills. Here, a fire starter, and you can read these if you want. I'm going to go pretty quickly. And then here, he's a warrior. So that's how it affects these things. Incapable means that there's nothing he won't do. We can also see that he's a careful shooter, and again, you can see how this affects his skills. Like his shooting gets a +3 for that. He is lazy, which means his overall work speed is down. And psychically dull means that he's not as sensitive to any psychic stuff as other people. We can also see that he's got some malnutrition going on, and he's also got a bite scar. This guy overall, it seems like nice. These things here, it'll tell you he's got a passion. He's interested in this, so his learning's at 100%. These other things, they only learn at 33%. So a third of the learning speeds for all these other things, and 100%. Now you can see here, no relations with any of these. Obviously here's a lot of 100%. So that's pretty good. What we're looking for, I didn't get any. Wow. Well, let's start back over here, because although they're pretty good here, I'm going to randomize this a little bit. We should end up with, there we go. So these are 150% learning. This is burning passions for these things. Of course, this guy, he's got some great, he wants to shoot, but he's got cataracts. It's going to be hard to see things. A lot of things going on down here as well. So I'm just going to find a couple people here that seem kind of interesting to our story. See here, you can see, oh, there's a sister. So they won't sleep with a sister, obviously. The game realizes that, so it keeps those relationships going on, because you can end up with married couples and all that. I really don't like people that aren't willing to do certain things, like incapable of dumb labor, haul, clean, things like that. So, left fourth toe, he's got a gunshot. How the heck did you shoot your left toe? Let's see. So I'm not horribly picky, I just try to, oh my, okay, this probably, oh my goodness, artery blockage major. But it's pretty good overall. I mean, I like what he can do, so it means that we could probably use him that. Alright. And sorry about that. I am multitasking, unfortunately. So let's take a look at some other people here. I'm just gonna randomize, try and get something that's a good burning passion, or something that I think is gonna help us. And go, oh, you know, this kind of plays into here. Like, we have snakes that gather, and that's, you know, look at animals, medicine, cooking, growing. So we're gonna be kind of good there. So now we try and fill in with like melee, social, construction, mining, things we're going to need. Again, I'm not looking for perfect. That other one just kind of fell in our lap, which I'm grateful for. And nothing always has to be perfect. Melee, animals, and medicine. I mean, so you'll end up with stuff that will have, like, you saw that one that's got like a 13, like the cure. Okay, better in some areas, but here we've got, is it passion for shooting? This could be our melee person. Kind of looking here, we didn't have a bunch of dull people. Let's see, animals, medicine. A lot of animals people in here, huh? Medicine, cooking, and crafting. Crafting is pretty nice, but social mining and research, incapable of firefighting, which means if we have a fire, they're not going to help us put it out. Let's just kind of randomize a few other things here. See if we can't come across. Oh my goodness! So animals, cooking, crafting, and research. so they can overlap a little bit. I mean, we have a shooter now, a shooter melee. We'd really like a social person. I mean, this isn't bad, shooting social, but then there's like, it kind of fades out. Looking, yeah. Now I'm kind of tweaking. Like, I want somebody that's either got a high social. I mean, that's not bad, but oh my goodness, cataracts, hearing loss. You've been through a lot there, Orange. Let's see. So we have shooting, we've got melee, we've got social, and animals. Do we have anybody that's good at medicine? 4, 4, 10. Oh, that's right. Medicine, cooking, construction, good. Got a lot of growers. We have people that, passion for mining. Artistic, crafting, and research. I think we're good. I'm just gonna look in to see what we're gonna brawler and a pirate. So this person is a pyro. So if especially if they get upset, they'll start light fighters, and they're incapable of firefighting. We'll kind of make do on that. Let's see, lazy, misogynist. We just kind of watch what's going on. Fast walker, green thumb, and then this too smart. Obviously learns a lot faster, but also will break easier. Mental break threshold is up. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get in the game. So we're looking good there. I think we'll be good. Brawler, pyromaniac, abrasive, and trigger happy. Okay, it just means that they don't take as much time to aim. So that's kind of nice. Aiming time is down, shooting accuracy is down though. So we're gonna get more shots, but they're not gonna hit as well. And oh my goodness, you're gonna see this is hilarious. So let's go ahead and jump in the map here. I've kind of let the learning helper on as I play this because there are still certain things that I haven't got to. I have not played this game starting at this level and got to power. Not because I get bored or anything, just because it's not something that I've been doing a lot with. So it's generating our map now, and we're going to get a lot of areas. One thing that I can tell you that I learned on through trial and error, as you're mining, there's actually a ceiling above you, and if you dig too much, it will collapse. What that level is, I could probably research it, but I like to play a game, but I like to learn along the way. So I could watch cheats, I could do things. I will say that I did watch some short videos before I bought the game just to go, well, how much do I really think I'm going to like this? And that, once I watched a couple videos, I decided I'd give it a try. I think the biggest thing that people have talked about is what is it like? You're going to see it's kind of that, it's got that prison architect feel. It's kind of got that dwarf dungeon feel. So it's an interesting new thing. So here we are. The gods were very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with their blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped, named Snake, Fox, White, Seahorse, and Orange. Now, after a harrowing journey on foot, with no close friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness like your ancestors did. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit spacebar, the pause button. We're going to take a look at where we are and what's going on around us. So we have a pretty big map. Notice no mini-map, so we'll pick the mountainous area. We have a little bit of wind. Let me know what you guys think. Can you hear me okay? This is what we like to see. Now, some people say, well, there's less place to build your farms and things. I like to build a lot of rooms right in the rock. Matter of fact, I will probably spend my first few times sitting here. I will off camera. I'll map out some ideas for some rooms and some hallways, and then we can use that to kind of get maybe an entrance or something in here that we can defend. Like here, we can kind of defend this area. So sometimes people will say, "Well, that's kind of cheaty," well, or that makes it easier. I don't know. Let's first talk about then our crew. Let's start with. So here's Snake. Our character kind of page pop-up thing is right here. You get a basic information about them. They're healthy, attitudes. This is some other things we'll get into, what they can do and what they can't. Again, Snake is a female member of Tribe. We are Tribe right now. She's age 59, 58. And right now she's currently wandering. And you can see here too, you get a little white line about where they're going. So she's going to wander this way. Let me talk about social. As they have interactions, you'll see these things here. Your colonists will talk to each other. They will try and attract themselves to others. They can also not go along very well. You'll see abrasive personalities cause issues. It just works out that way. This talks about the gear they have. Right now, it's not going to be much. Right? We actually have some cloth tribal wear. It's probably what we're going to be making to keep our people clothed for a while. But as we either find other things or we build it up, start making better things, then we'll find that there. This is our character sheet. So again, just like we had before, we can rename them. I have not thought of or decided to rename my characters at this point in time. So we will stick with their basics for now. That may change in the future. We will see how we feel about that. Our needs, this talks about what's going on. This is this part here is their social, their mood, right? So this talks about where the mood is and what their thresholds are. So here you can tell that Snake's extreme break is at 5%, Major's at 20, Minor's at 35. Okay, and it's improving right now, and here's why. Just a little or no shelter. I better steel myself to survive. So extremely low expectations. Just liking that right now. New colony optimism. Feeling good. And like it says. Also, urgently hungry. So we can see here they came in hungry. As these minuses go away, the mood goes up. As the minuses come up, or the green ones go away, mood comes down. And they can, when they break, and it's not at 5%. It just means that starting from 5% down, they could have an extreme mental break, and they can do anything. Our pyro, maybe even at minor, will start lighting fires. That causes problems, so we have to keep an eye on that. Rest, joy, the beauty of the surrounding area, comfort, and how their space is feeling. These all play into our character. Then we have our health. We're willing to give them the best quality medical care we have. And it talks about some things here. Moving is weakened. Blood pumping is weakened. And we can see that here, right? Let's see. Sometimes it is in the character sheet where we learn that. Like here's lazy, right? So moving is weakened by that. Blood pumping is weakened. Did we miss something? Oh, that's that heart blockage, right? So this helps us determine what we're gonna do. Operations is just like we can do things to our characters. So we'll leave that alone for now. We've talked a little bit about this down here. Let's start from the right side. Menu, basic menu, right? Save, load, reviewing any scenarios. This kind of keeps like a history of things, so we can get all of our stats and things like that. This is the world map again. I guess once I started playing, I never really looked at this. But we can see here, oh, now we have Missile Gang. It's a pirate gang. We also have the Worms is a pirate gang. We saw them before. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can see, or maybe as it generates in more people. I don't know. Alright. This talks about the factions that are in our world right now then. So here's that Missile Gang and the Worm pirate gangs, right? And how they feel to us. and they're hostile with us. That means they're gonna, as soon as they arrive at our spot, they're gonna fight. They're also an enemy of, oh look, everybody else. Orange hair Biko, is enemy of the worms and the missile gang, right? So, because these two are enemies with everybody else on the list, they also don't like us. They're hostile. We do have Brexios, Bruxosio, and rest stop at the cave. Okay, Outlander Town and a tribe that are pretty good with us. Now, we can view a little bit of information about this stuff. We can increase our goodwill when they stop by. We can trade with them and things like that. Obviously, we can make them not like us by killing them. Once we make a research bench, we can talk about research. Right now, we don't have anything, so we're gonna use basic tools and things like that. We'll get started on things like stone cutting and devil strand when we get going. We'll talk about those as we come across them. We also started with 3 animals. We have Kepler, who's a cat. We have a two Yorkshire Terriers, 1 male, 1 female. We can get a character screen on these, much like the other ones. We also have the trading, just like we were just looking at it here. I just kind of like it in here better because I can see. Now I can click these, and we'll try and train them in these things. This one is hauling. This one is rescuing. So if somebody goes down, they'll be able to pick them up and take them to a medical bed. This one is release, which means that they will attack things. And then this is just the obedience. If you do this, you will slaughter your animal. That's not fun. As they get trained, they will bond to a master. You can make them whoever you want their master, but it is better for your social and mental health to keep them there. Also, we'll talk a little bit about areas right now, because you can leave your pets unrestricted. You also have a home area. We don't see it because we haven't built anywhere yet. So we can treat it there or to animal areas. So we can manage our areas and everything from here. Here's kind of our things. We can do any of them. We can see here, orange has a chemical interest. And we can tell them, can they have social drugs? Can they have no drugs? Are they unrestricted, or they can, oh, we can have 1 drink per day. As well as outfits, anything worker, soldier, or you can make them nudists. You can also edit exactly what you will allow them to wear and not to wear. I just leave them on anything here. I'm okay with social drugs. Yeah, to each your own. This talks about when they can, or what they should be doing, or the different areas. So, as we get this, right now I just leave everybody unrestricted. They can do anything from 6 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, at which they need to be sleeping. We will build in some joy times so that they do that every day. That kind of helps. We can also designate specific, you can only do work. Like, we'll give them, for now, just in case, we will tell them, look, you get 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, otherwise we expect you to be working. Now this can conflict, because if they need some joy or anything like that, then they don't need that. So let's do this. We'll say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 12. Let's do this. Kind of give you a lunch hour here. I want you to take a little break if you need to, and then back to work. Speaking of work, so this is the priorities tab. This just means that they're going to do things over here before here unless we change that, which we're going to do. You can see here the check marks in this version are just, okay, I'll do this or I will do that, which means that if we want this person to research, they have to have had none of these other things to do. I don't like that. I'm gonna show you something different here. We're gonna take all this away, and you can see here too. We have our passions. Also, the brighter the square, the higher their skill in that particular thing. So there's obviously different ways to approach this. I'm just change this here because now we're gonna get numbers. The first thing is if you're a fighter, yeah, if there's fire, you're fighting. I also believe then if you are not fighting fires and you need to be treated, you need to do that. My doctors, that needs to be the very next thing they do. And because everybody else here can be a doctor, we're going to do this. And then I believe that if you need more rest than just, this is life-threatening, non-life-threatening, there we go. Here's the way I look at it. I really believe that if you have a burning passion for it, you should be doing it. So anything that they have 150% on, it should be something you're willing to do. And it should be something that I'm training you to do so that you can learn it faster. Same with the 100%ers. I just say, hey, look, this is kind of where I start my stuff from. Again, this is not the end of the world. We'll find things that don't happen. We'll also find... So this kind of gives me a good, okay, we know that we've got people to cover a lot of things, right? This flake, we'll need that for machinery later. I'm not even worried about it right now. But here we have a lot of people willing to do a lot of things here, and then, well, cutting plants. Well, here's where I go. Okay, there's no real skill involved in it. And all I'm doing is left-clicking to go from 0 to 4 to 3 to 2. Right-clicking goes the other way. So here if I'm right-clicking, here I'm left-clicking. So I believe that I don't really have anything else. 3s. I mean, we've been doing everything's pretty good. I mean, these other people won't mind, so we'll probably we'll take a look at that. But I want to make sure. Okay, if hauling needs to be done right now, I mean, that's. I think. Let's do this. Clean is the last thing you do. Now we can kind of look at. Okay, well, what things do we know are going to happen that we probably don't have a lot, like mining. Well, you know what? I mean, they're not passions for it, so we'll just set these all at 3s. And Smith and Taylor, art craft, so that pretty much covers everything. So, what had happens is a snake will go across here and say, 1, firefighting, okay? Do I have to fight a fire? No. Am I gonna die? No. Does somebody need some help? No. Do I need to get some extra rest? No. Is there animals that need to be trained? No. Do I need to cook? No. Hunt? No. And then it's going to skip these until it gets to this one. It goes, do I need to plant some seeds? Do I need to work on some art? Okay, now I go to 2s. Does construction need to be done? Does repair need to be done? Okay, now does mining or plant cutting need to be done, or hauling? Okay, and then I'm looking for 4s. Clean. Okay, that's how that works. Nice and basic and simple. And then here is your architect stuff. A lot of this is just building walls and building furniture and stuff, which we'll get to in the game. Orders as well. But here's those zones we were talking about. We got a few things. Our home area, once we decide, it will naturally build when we build buildings. It'll naturally do this, but sometimes you need to expand that. Stockpiles for putting things in place, growing your farms, places to have extra roof or no roof, or allowed areas. So here we can manage our areas, or we can say, hey, look, we want you to be animal area 1, and then we can use that later on, right? So I've kind of given you a basic overview. When we come back next time, then we will go ahead and get to playing Rimworld. I hope you're excited. Until next time, I'm Rob Mack, and remember, it's a game. Have fun.